Hi, everybody, welcome back to Cids Modern Life Season 3, Episode 17 with B Cid, and last episode we made this by virtue of using a whole load of these. Yeah, it's painful. I never realised turtle breeding was quite as painful as it actually is. Oh, there's a whole osmium in there I missed. So, this episode, the purpose of making the glove was to allow us to easily get to the top of the volcano and other bits, because it's pain, basically, and I need to do some landscaping. But before I start that, what I need to do is, let's just have a think. I need 20, well, I'm not going to get 27 stacks in the first instance, but let's get, no, one, probably don't need to do 27, to be honest. That should do us. So because we're going to be doing a lot of landscaping of the volcano, we are going to need a lot of shiny, smooth basalt, which is going to all work fine, and these should all be set to low power, so they're fine doing the thing. Excellent. Right, so let's head out and go and have a look at what we need to do. We need to turn that off. They do need to get some light levels sorted out here, but we'll do that at some point. So over here, what we want to do is I've already said I want to kind of crop off 10 levels or so of this volcano, make it look a bit more craggy, more like a caldera. That will also limit the number of rooms that I need to put in at the top here. And then down the side I want to make, because this is just basically a big black cone, so I want to kind of put some, make it more volcano-y. Once we've done that, we need to start landscaping it. We're going to have some beaches down there, we're going to have grass. I know a lot of my inspiration, as I've previously said, comes from Good Times with Scars volcano build in Hermitcraft season 6, season 5, whatever it was. I lose track of the season numbers. But so the problem we've got up here is we have got a very large volcano, and we first off need to take away some of this, because, you know, I don't want lava flowing everywhere. So we'll grab those for now, we'll grab that and then continue on going down. So that's my first job, is to bring this down a little bit to what I would consider to be a reasonable level. I then need to work out the centre of the volcano and follow the lava tube down, and that will allow us to plan out where our next levels are going to go, and that will give us some movement up and down. I realise that I'm kind of using the elevators, and of course, you know, Minecraft 1.15 did give us options for other things, such as bubble columns and the like. So, I mean, I don't know whether to, I think I'm playing modern, I mean, I don't have to deliberately slum it and go into things that are less than efficient, do I? So yeah, that is a kind of a thing. So let me just get a little bit of this shaping of the volcano top done here, and I shall be right back with you. Alright, I've done a little bit, well, done quite a bit actually. So the volcano top is quite severely cropped down now, and I'm not quite happy with the shape, but I've flared it up and given it a kind of a cragginess. I think we'll get some stuff going on around here. It dips down in the middle. However, before I actually go and do that, I do need to go and grab a few things. So I'm going to use a bit of magma, magma hoofer, nether stuff that we picked up there. But I wanted to smoke, because I'm not going to do the vanilla trick with glass and everything to make the massive great smoke plume out of it, because A, I don't want the time for that. And B, we can actually use bonfires. If I can get... Ooh, why are you... Why are you not finding... Why are you not finding bonfire? Interesting. Come on out of here a sec. Jump in there. Yes, search. No. Why not bonfire? I mean, this is 115. Bonfires exist. Now I know there was something along the lines of... Right, let me just have a look. If we look at you, because I know there is a bloody recipe for these. It can't not be there. I mean, it's a standard vanilla recipe, and it's one of the items. Why? Oh, there we go. Campfire. Oh, God. Okay, one, two. Oh, hang on. Get rid of that one. Go dib, dib, dib. That'll do. And go on. I don't know, maybe half a dozen or so of those. Actually, no, that's actually closer to 1.5 dozen, isn't it? And then we could do with some hay bales. So we'll grab. We don't need that many. In fact, we don't need that many. Yeah, we'll go with. I'll take 10. Right, that'll do us. And it's night time, so we need to sleep, which we'll do. And you'll notice that there's a very suspicious little thing going on there. Now we need to head back up to the top. Who's where? Oh well, we'll take our chances. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? A creeper blows up and breaks some blocks that I'm probably going to have to break and mix and muck around with anyway. So up here we've got this going on. This is our caldera crater top, and I've got some holes here which I've been very careful around. This is the obviously the top of the thingy, which I'm probably going to put a bit more lava in, not a lot, but you know, a little bit. And what we need to do is, I think, start off with, let's get you down. And we'll get you down, and I think what we'll do is we shall come in at about this level. So that should give me some protection. I'll probably end up burning myself alive at this some point, but you know how this goes. So what I did want to do is, first things first, I want to check my tools, because there's a big question here. Is we can, okay, that's interesting. So that gives me 16 of those. Now if I take those and place that down, I don't burn when I stand on it, which is interesting in itself. Can I go for one smaller? No, that's the smallest option. But it does mean that what we can do is I can come over here, for example, whack down a hay bale, whack down a campfire, and these smoke from this will happily go, you know, miles high, and then no, and then I should be able to just cover that over, and it should still give us a nice smoking volcano pop thing going on. Now the other bits around here, you know, we'll pop the odd bit of this down. It'll give a texture as well. And yeah, I need to kind of spread this out a wee bit, like so, and maybe another bit there. Maybe bring it round there a bit, out there, there a bit, like that, and then we can obviously top this all off, get some more of this in around the place, be very careful not to kill myself in the process, and the world hopefully will be good and happy. And then we'll throw some more of this smoke around, get a good plume of smoke coming out. Obviously that one's 24 high. I'm not sure how visible from how far away these are, but you know, it's a question we'll answer as we get there, won't it? And yeah, I'm just going to keep on expanding this caldera to turn it into a proper volcano, a real volcano even. Yeah, let me carry on. I'll be back in a second. Alright, well, I've done a whole load of landscaping up here. There's still more to do, but I think, you know, we've kind of got the shape that I wanted. Now I need to jump that thing because that's going to burn my tutties. You see, told you it would. That one won't, of course, because it's actually a plant. And if we look at the light levels in the crater, everything is spawn proof, so we don't need to worry about it over here. These areas where it's not spawn proof, we can quite easily fix that with a little bit of, and we'll do one of those as well while we're at it, because we'll want them, and we'll probably want an ash block at some point, but shouldn't need it today. But we can just whoop, and that's now spawn proof. So this area can be made completely spawn proof, the entire, and that's my plan to do for the entire volcano. It will not have a spawnable spot in sight on it. Once we've done that, it doesn't, I mean, you know, it's a painful process maybe, but you know, it's not expensive. It's not like I haven't got literally tons and tons of materials to make saws as I wear them out, and I'll worry about the ones on the outside later as we go. But you know, we can just come around and just plop these down and make this all nice and safe. What I am not sure about is, oh, let me get up here, and oh, there's some over here. Oh, you're on one of them. What I am not sure about is the campfires. Here it looks fine, but when you start getting further away, the render distance of this area, I'm sure we'll continue just working around here a wee bit. Boop. See, I don't know whether that's, are those spawnable? I have got no idea. Let's not take any chances. And it also means I can walk on the damn thing, so that's a bonus too. There you go. Bloop. Right. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Today we learned I think it must be that they're pretty much transparent to the thing underneath. So yeah, because obviously it's letting the particles through. So this is where I'm going to start having stuff come out, and it's not going to be lava. I'm not going to have flowing lava everywhere. I just don't want that. But it will be more of this magma thing, as if it's cooling down there. And let me turn this off for a second, because the other thing I need to do is then to extend this out and make this look more like a volcanic mountain and less like a big cone of black stone, an inverted black ice cream cone, if you will. But let me just show you this from the bottom. So I'm not sure about those campfires. They are, I mean, it works there. It's difficult. The further you get away, the less of them render, and eventually you end up actually it's behaving now. At one point I just had that column there and a few puffs of smoke coming from these ones, so maybe we leave them in, I don't know. But that's the plan. We're going to take this down, we're going to extend it out this way. What I do need to do is go and get some building blocks to start planning out what I'm going to do down here. And I'm just going to use probably cobblestone because, you know, it's free. But we're getting there. And once we've got that done, we can actually start to plan out what we're going to do, make it look a little bit more, continue this kind of thing going on down the side, add some texture, some details. I'm going to add a few trees. We're going to use a mixture of palmy trees, custom palm trees, and maybe some burnt trees as well. We've got a few logs from Natura that will allow us to do that. So, and actually from Vasquez, from Quark as well. So what we need to do first is get that turned off. Maybe just put this away for a second. Hang on. We'll just get rid of all of this lot for now, because that's unnecessary. We don't really need that right now either. Or that, or that, or that. I keep on wanting to pick that up. I keep on thinking it's a shulker box, and I've done it once already. I have to pick everything back up and put it away. So at some point we're going to definitely, well, not at some point, at some point sooner rather than later, we're going to be going off to the end, I think, to do that. Now, where you? Oh, it's full. Look at that. That is lovely. And that one's still going up, obviously, because it's having to cook it. That's fine. Right. Let's grab a little bit of building. Just a base block, just to get the kind of a shape in place, and then we'll head down and have a look at what we're going to do down in around the water's edge. Now, I'm going to break a cardinal rule for myself with this particular build, and that is, I normally do not like leaving hollow, empty spaces. That I really can't justify doing any other. We're going to have to make these hollow, just because they're going to be quite large. And yeah, so we've got a bit of land coming from over here. So if we were to start maybe there, I'm just going to do this above the water line because we're going to use sand and everything around and some gravity blocks to make this work. But if we were to kind of follow this bit a little bit, that might work, and then we can work out how we're going to do the other protuberances later. But that actually probably doesn't want to go like that. We probably should kind of come in like that, and what we'll do is we'll make sure that anything that's spawnable we'll take out, so we don't end up making an inadvertent mob farm. But yeah, we can just come along here a little bit, and then it will probably come out like that, and you know, we'll work it out. It's a work in progress, and then maybe start coming in a wee bit on this side. There's a few bits because we've got a little bit of land going over that way, so we can probably use that. So yeah, this will be the thing. We'll get some basic shapes done, and I'll be back with you in a bit. Alright, I need to grab some blocks. We're getting somewhere. I'm now on the third day of recording this, so this will give you an idea of the kind of grindy work that's gone into the background. It's not normal for me to have like 3 days worth of recording. Two at the outside sometimes. But yeah, done a lot of background work. Some things are going to be a lot easier if we do now. Let me see, I've got the hellbark. I really could do with more hellbark saplings, couldn't I? That's I think I might have a few actually, and then we could have the, is that dark oak? Oh no, that's a dark oak. That's a dead sapling. Okay, yeah. So it's really what fits the theme. The Umbrian looks quite nice, I think, and perhaps the dead. Oh, the hellbark's a bit of a stubby tree as well, as I recall. But what I do need for starters, I need to go and grab myself a couple of blocks of that. I am definitely going to need a few blocks of this. maybe not that much, but have I got any coarse dirt made? Of course it's not spelled that way, is it? No, maybe it is. I'm not going to remember how you spell it. There you go. Oh, yeah, of course with an A. My spelling is terrible, I tell you. Let's just take a wee bit of that. Maybe, I think 61 will be more than adequate. And gravel. Gravel might be useful as well. I've got plenty of gravel. So I've used a whole load of sand out of this system. I've used actually about 2,000 sand out of here, and I've actually used the essences as well to get the sand together. But what I would like to do now, let me have a look at saplings. So we've got a few dead saplings, and we've got plenty of Umbrian saplings. We'll take some of those. I don't know whether I've got any hell bark. And maybe what I need to do is take the hell bark. Yeah, let me get a chest going and run the hellbark sapling onto a chest for a while. That means we'll get its sticks and all of its other bits and pieces as well, because you don't get the saplings and leaves actually. That's also a good point. So let us just, what do you want? There you go, that'll do me, thank you. And we'll pop that in there. Oops. That on there with a bit of that and a bit of that. And then that should, in theory, start giving us. Doesn't, I mean, the speed these grow is ludicrous, really, but the drop rates are not overly high. And eventually we should start getting some saplings from this, which, some low chance, but I think it didn't get anything that time. Leave it to it. So, armed with all of those, let me show you what we've done. I've come to realise that it's getting late. Let's sleep. That we need to do some more preparatory work to do some of this. Now, I'll show you what I mean in a moment. But if I show you this side, for example, we've got protuberances of dark stone coming out, but nothing going on underneath them. And obviously they're just floating on the water surface and they look wrong. Now, over here, I started to backfill with sand, and obviously sand is a really handy one because it's a gravity block, so I can just let it drop down and fill in the spaces. And I started to put some beach, and it's coming up the side here and so on and so forth. Now that's why I've used so much sand, because obviously I'm not just using the blocks here, I'm using all the blocks down. Now I could go in and use cobble and fill in and extend the spaces down using cobble. But of course, I don't want to use water breathing potions to do that, but it would save me a great deal of sand. So it's kind of a swings and roundabouts deal at the moment. So I think we really need a conduit. Now, I've never made a conduit before. Oh, and I've also done that. Yeah, it's just a slight thing. So that now is coming all the way down. I've sliced the ash up to make like snow layers, to give us ash layers, and I will cast about further. There is a slight issue in here though, and I need to find a way in. That's not it. That will do it. Got 22 arrows, so let's jump in. What we have down here, this itself is not actually an issue. This doesn't spawn anything. It's all, if we F7, all of these blocks are spawn proof. There's no problem. We've got lighting down here. However, it is a bit of a mob farm, and the reason it's a bit of a mob farm is, if I can get myself over, is here. So mobs are spawning down there and then swimming up into here, and then causing me to not be able to sleep on the top So I just wanted to block that off. Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things. The rest of oh, hang on, better check down there as well. What's going on down there? Nothing. That's fine. Okay, I think we should be good at that then. So where? I definitely just heard a creeper, creeper sound, but I don't know where from. Okay, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Let us get her out. Activate my glove, and that will make life easier here. Whee! The climbing glove, absolutely brilliant piece of kit. However, so at the moment we've got this is all there now. I know, as I say, I've taken a lot of inspiration from Scar. This is going to take a lot of time to backfill all of this in. So I think next episode, as I say, definitely a conduit. See, whatever's down there is definitely well hidden. But we do need to... Oh, I didn't bring bone meal, damn it. Let me go and grab that. We need to put a bit of foliage around the place, make it, you know, look a bit more natural and less swathes of stone. And look, I don't think this is going to take, as I say, it's already taken 3 days of faffing around with this. This is one of those kind of builds that is just so much easier if you can fly. But I can't, so there's no point, you know, no point going, I wish I could fly, because I can't fly. Yet, anyway. In fact, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I've got anything in the pack that will allow me to fly. So let me just take that. Should be more than adequate. How am I? My shears are almost knackered as well, so let me go and get some shears. Actually, double check, because I am rocking. Yeah, we can go with obsidian shears. There we go. That will work as better, won't it? That should last longer. Let's rock some decent stuff. And yeah, I was going to break for this, but obviously I managed to rattle. So yeah, go me. Right, let us head back down here. I didn't go and meant to check the hellbark sapling, see if we got any by this point, but it doesn't matter. We'll see how we rock some of this stuff later. So if we take out some of these and just replace them with dirt, and maybe turn this off while we're at it. I'm just going to rattle a few blocks of dirt in and about here. And of course it will stay dirt because it's not what's the word I'm looking for? Will you grow that? Are you going to grow there if I pop you there, Mr. Umbrian sapling? I don't think you are you? Damn you. Alright, we'll try, actually, let's go with a bit of dead sapling. That's... Don't like it being there though, that's the only problem. So, when you don't like a tree growing where it is, and... oh, that's not... I'm going to grow another one as well, and extend this up, making it bigger. The time to make a custom tree. That's in my experience of the thing. We'll. My God, did it just explode leaves everywhere? So we're going to whack a bit of dirt down. We're going to get a bit of foliage around the place. I may try and get a few. I might actually get some corals, because we've got all the coral thing, and get some dead corals going on it. And I know one of the things that Scar used, which I may borrow as well, is a bit of dead coral block, just to finish off the look. Yeah, let me just carry on with this bit and I'll be back in a second. Alright, bloody typical, just be aware of this one. I decided that what I really wanted to decorate my beach volcano, some dead bushes and desert grass from Biomes of Plenty. Both of these are harvestable with shears. but not with obsidian shears from Cyclic. And of course the shears I had got about, like, well, 5 durability. So I'm not a million miles away from home, but I'm far enough that I don't want to walk back or teleport back and waste experience. Grab a couple of iron ingots just so I can go and shear. So what I'm looking for now is just going to go the alternative route of, let's get a bit of cobblestone, find some iron ore somewhere. I mean, it's iron ore, it shouldn't be that difficult to find 2 iron ore, should it? And smelt them up while I'm out here, but it is being awkward. So yeah, whether you can pick those up. Roots from biomes are plenty. I bet you can't do it with the obsidian shears that much else. Alright, let me have a look down in this excellent cave system. Look, rock salt. Not iron ore though. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Just a cautionary lesson there to all of you who would go out and not with broken tools. If you've got broken tools, fix them, I think is the moral of the story. Zinc ore I'm not bothered about. Okay, yeah, back in a bit. Alright, I think we're about done on this bit. I've done a bit of custom trees, so we've got like these palm tree like structures out of Umbrian and dead log. Got a bit of fallen leaves. You can obviously make a lot of the leaf things in quark, but you can't make the Natura one. So yeah, a little bit of sapphire sort and we're in there. A couple of these about. I've put some of these at the end just to give it a bit of green as if it's kind of recovering now. These items here, you can shear out of ponds around the... Do you mind? Thank you. You can shear out of ponds around the place. I'm just trying to work out. Oh, that's not a good point to go in. There's definitely something still down here, and I'm just trying to work out. I hope that's not a good point to go in either. I'm just trying to... No, that's also not a good... There's got to be a good point to get into this thing somewhere along the lines. Let's have a look. There's got to be in... Alright, that's fine. We definitely know that's blocked though, that's the main thing. So, how did I get in? Oh, I can't remember now. Right. Turn that on. And we'll do that. That solves the problem. Right, let's go back to here. So yeah, those you can only shear from ponds, and I can't see any way of duplicating them, so I can't use a lot of them. These are just deserts from Nature's Aura. Again, a little bit of colour. Obviously, thrown in some coral blocks. This is tall wheat. But again, it looks kind of a little dried dead grass. Lots of this going on, dried grey. Hello. Turn that off. That's the only problem with that damn glove is it will kill you. Over there, we've got just a bog standard tree growth, and this is stripped logs, Umbrian. So, Hellbark logs with Hellbark leaves, not Umbrian. That's Umbrian there, isn't it? So yeah, and I'm happy with kind of the direction we're going. We do need to put some variety up here. I have also got a few bits to this, so we can, we can just not there. That will not work. Throw this around. Now, I do want to light this up in such a way that there's 2 options here to stop this being spawnable, and that's not having a great deal of point being there, is the. One is to try and come up with hidden lighting for the area, because at the moment completely unlit. The other is to come up with ways to stop it being spawned with these things here. My preferred method would be hidden lighting, but hidden lighting is a bit of a pain because we're in this at the moment. We don't have a lot of options. So yeah, I mean, one trick we could do, let's just try something here. How transparent are these? And they don't have to be that thick, but if I were to come in here, for example, maybe not there. Let me just try something. So we've got that, and right now this is got a light going on, it's fine. If I were to stab a light down there, we end up with more of it going out, and then no, I can't do it there. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, no. But what about is there any way I can get it to... It's still coming through there. I just really need to come up with a way of getting it on the top half of the block. You can't rejoin them either. Okay. So yeah, there's some options there. We could play around with variations on these to hide light underneath, and then put just a slab. If I can get them onto the top, then that will be, I think, preferable to slabbing over the entire area. Now we'll probably have to do that on this volcano, but on the whole, I am very, very happy with that. Now what I do need is to get a screenshot for this episode. So let's just try and find a position. Get that off. I like that. That kind of works. Gives us a kind of feeling of what's going on. Obviously, as I say, we need to work on this. We obviously need to do all of these little outcroppings around the place as well. Solar panels are hidden, and I think what I'll do is I'll hide them further with foliage once we get around there. But yeah, we've got a kind of a structure going on now, which is not as tall. It kind of splays out nicely towards the bottom. I think once we've got this done, it'll be things that it's not going to be done in the next couple of episodes. As I say, I think one of the things that will be beneficial will be a conduit, and if we can get that going, then obviously we can work underwater a lot easier. That will cut down the amount of sand I need to play around with, because you can see down there's a lot of wasted sand, and sand is free-ish, kind of, but it's not infinite. Well, it is infinite. It's not rapid, I think is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress on that one. Do let me know what you think about some of the area, any ideas, thoughts, tips. Let me know what you think about the campfires. They seem to be behaving at the moment, so I think they've kind of got the right environment. We'll have a little bit more lava flow coming down, not a lot. I'm just going to have maybe the 1 or 2 lava flows coming down from there. We obviously do need to do something with the entrance, and I also do need to do something over here. This is starting to bug me that this has just been the same for such a long time. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.